Thank you, Alice. All right. We have our voices. They got to get louder. Right. Okay, next up is, Arnoldo Fabela. He is the current Director of Field Mobilization with the Illinois Federation of Teachers and American Federation of Teachers. I will let him explain what he does more of. Thank you so much for coming. We have great representation out here today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. As Doris mentioned, my name is Arnoldo Fabela. I am the Director of Field Mobilization for the Illinois Federation of Teachers. The truth is, I've been an organizer for over 15 years with various different unions, and it's good to be home. For a long time, I helped build organization and help workers all over the country, from property service workers in the South, where I organized janitors in Houston, Texas, to helping Walmart workers find a voice and build an organization that ended up leading them onto strike in 2012, 2013, and 2014. But it's good to be home. I'm actually from the Elgin area. I'm a product of the public schools in Elgin and in Burlington. So this is home. And you know, what all of you do, or many of you do, is something that's also close to home. I have people in my own family as well who are in the healthcare profession. My siblings are both in healthcare. I have two cousins who are RNs, and I have a niece who's actually studying to be an emergency room nurse. So definitely see a lot of intersection between our work. You know, as the adage goes, when it comes to educators, like, you know, the children are our future. And it's something that they take to heart, my members do, the 107,000 of them across Illinois. Often they're thinking about, you know, what's going to happen to their kids? You know, what's going to become of them? What opportunities will they be afforded? Am I, as a teacher, doing everything possible to give them the best chance of success at life? And for the greater part of the 20th century, those answers to those questions were pretty easy. With 1 out of every 3 workers having a voice in the job because they had a union, and because there was a substantial amount of good jobs, we truly had a strong and robust middle class. As we all know, the shift to a service economy has been quick and furious. And while low-wage work flourished and expanded, it was often believed that the key to success laid in finding good work, the work of the future. And for many of my members, teachers, you know, educators, practitioners, they saw that and they, you know, heard it loud and clear and did everything possible to get educated, to get certified, and do what they loved. And I think it's probably very similar to what's happened in your, you know, work, and the reason why many of you guys are involved. My, you know, my members, like when they think about their kids, they've seen their best and brightest go on to healthcare, not just becoming doctors, but also becoming the backbone of our healthcare industry, nurses, techs, you know, becoming, pharmacists, you know, basically making sure that our system worked. And they also saw a lot of similarities to their work, right? They saw in healthcare a profession where people are doing something that they really care about and are often making sacrifices at work in order to serve the greater good. And for a long time, both teachers and I would say probably nurses, right, people in healthcare were able to escape the pressures of the ever-changing economy. But I would say that the positive, even altruistic attitude that my members have, that, you know, I probably believe nurses do as well, has been taken advantage of. Cost cutting and focus on the bottom line has outweighed concerns for safety and service. The constant focus on dollars and cents without regard for the people on the front line is new to our professions, but not to countless of Americans who have been automated, outsourced, and downsized. It's the same struggle, just with a different name. And it's now hitting our schools, it's now hitting our hospitals. The incidents on May 13th that happened not far from here will hopefully lead to legislation and protections that all nurses need. Our members in their daily interaction with hundreds and thousands of children have their fair share of incidents regarding safety as well. But they've learned that by standing up strongly and standing together, they can fight back for legislation that protects their safety and helps them better serve their communities. Our members hear the same excuses yearly about there not being enough resources, that every work site is different, and that there's reasons why you can't just mandate changes. But they've decided that it's not okay for us to continue to accept the status quo when we know it's not right. So I want you to know that you have a strong partner in the Illinois Federation of Teachers in fighting back against short staffing, fighting for safety measures, and together we can fight powerfully for a future we all deserve. Thank you. Woo! Woo!